Hi, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video on how to set up your worm farm. This is a very easy and rewarding thing to do for yourself, your garden, and our planet. Here's Colin from Worms Are Us.
Here you have a typical domestic worm farm. This one's called the can of worms. Included in the can of worms system is the cardboard packaging which you use. In the lid you will notice some holes. This allows moisture and the air into the worm farm. Inside the can of worms worm farm you will find a coconut fibre block. This is the bedding block used for the can of worms. Add this block to a container with 3 to 4 litres of water. After half an hour of soaking it will become the worms bedding. Also, the instruction manual will show you how to assemble and maintain the system. You have 5 legs, a tap, the base collection tray and 3 working trays. The holes allow moisture and the worms to migrate through the layers to access new food. Fit the tap and the legs to the base. When it is assembled, we can apply 1 working tray. Place the packaging in the bottom of your first working tray to this level. Then add the coconut fibre which has been moistened. Ensure that the fibre is wet enough that water will drip when squeezed. Next, spread the bedding. You are now ready to add the compost worms. This box of worms contain approximately 1,000 or 250 grams. The worms that are in this box are tiger worms and blue worms. They are kept in a perforated bag with enough food and moisture to last between 2 and 3 weeks. Tear open the bag and spread out the worms. Food is applied to the indicated level until the next tray fits down to this point here. Other materials to put in your worm farm can include coffee grinds, tea bags, crushed eggshells, fruit and peelings. You will notice the toilet roll inners and grease-proof lunch paper. These help aerate the mix as the can of worms worm farm fills. Rotate the feeding positions. Tomorrow's food may be placed here. When working tray number 2 is used, just place the food directly into the bin. Rotate the feeding sites until the food has reached this level. Then working tray 3 is used. Once the food is put in position, ensure the contents are moist. You can also place an old piece of carpet. Keeping this moist will encourage worm activity in amongst the food. Once the wet carpet is placed over the food, the lid is fitted on. Note the position of the cutout. This fits over the handle. The composting worms are able to eat up to their own body weight in food every day. Initially, just a small handful of mixed food scraps are needed each day. Over the coming months, as the worms multiply, gradually increase the amount of food. A good location for the can of worms is under an eave of a house or a tree. The next thing is to make sure that the site is level. A good idea is to put the legs of the worm farm into containers filled with water. This helps prevent other undesirable garden bugs from getting in.
So there you have it. Worm farming is easy, the kids love it, your garden will appreciate it, and you'll feel better for playing your part. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. Call or email us any questions you may have, and happy farming!